I'm a black guy. I'm black.
Whoa.
I am black. I'm black, and
Chris over here coming into a conversation like
you can peel back my skin, and I'm probably black, but that's how I like my coffee, black, and I don't do creamers. I don't do anything. Chris, we're just talking about coffee here. We're talking about Jolly Mac specifically. Chris has had the 6 bean, so maybe Chris can
Delicious.
comment on
It's
the 6
actually it's delicious. I mean, for a light, I like light roast, and it's perfect for
I didn't know what kind of I don't know. I'm not a big like I just drink the shit.
drink.
You know?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
Like I go
I mean,
like I said, I go across the street and I order coffee and like I don't know the fucking light roast dark. I mean I do like a dark roast, like drinking like coffee.
Okay.
Like I do
Sure.
K cups and stuff, but like because I've got the Keurig, I don't do that brewing. Like I'm not.
Are you out?
Yeah.
But
Who are you
anyways,
talking to?
Talking to Beast. Are you out of coffee or what?
am I out of the?
Are you
Jolly
out of
Mac?
coffee? Yeah.
No, not yet. Like I said,
Alright.
I only drink about one a day. So like from the
Okay. But you let us know. We'll get the fucking sponsors involved ASAP. Love.
oh, yeah, especially when we're talking fucking nothing but good things about it, and it's great.
I mean, Ireland, you just joined the program, but B said he wasn't just saying it because of the sponsor. He was like, could be the best cup of coffee he's ever had.
it's pretty good.
No, I was pleasantly surprised when you busted out the other weekend.
Well, I
With all the
also-
cigars. It was
I-
perfect
I also-
combination.
Yeah, I was still had the cigars. The only thing we were missing was Hershey's chocolate, and that would have been it. Take a
Yeah.
little bite of chocolate, sip of coffee, puff of that.
Yeah, it's a great taste. I mean, people have been doing it for hundreds of years.
Take Beast says caramel, so we take some caramel, put that in our mouth, a little drizzle of caramel.
Okay.
I told him I
Mhm.
drink that cold coffee, that macchiato. I do like a cold macchiato at the coffee shop across the street. But
Okay.
they're not open till Wednesday, so like on a Monday, Tuesday, I gotta get that Jolly Mac in me.
Yeah, for me, so it's usually breakfast blend every day or Starbucks K cup here. The math actually from a Jolly Mac coffee is actually less expensive than Starbucks, but it's pretty expensive. I mean, it's almost like $2.50 a cup, close to it. So if people want it, they can get 10% off with the code Hashmark. Send them to hashmarksports.com and click the link.
Hell yeah!
Like and subscribe to all platforms as well. I mean,
Exactly.
Give us a 5-star rating there on YouTube. Like, subscribe, all that jazz.
Yo, you can find me on that YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
UFC show with the
Beast has a UFC show.
UFC
Yeah, he's on
show.
the feature show here. Beast. Obviously, we've kicked things off here.
Yeah, I mean, you've been dominating the last 4 weeks, I'd say. Or
I think so. I don't think I went less than 3-2. It's like
Yeah,
I think 5-0, and then like
I was gonna
I
say
think-
4 weeks, 4 losses. I mean, that's incredible.
that's crazy. Like, and it's like I think it's like when I first started like betting, I looked at a lot of the fights that I wanted to see someone win, not who's got the favorable matchup, Like,
Mhm.
and that's like from the beginning, and it's kind of like I'm getting like better at my betting, like in
Okay.
picking who to pick. And some of these, like I used to never like to pick heavyweights, just because like how unpredictable. But there are some heavyweight fights that are just like you're like, well, damn, that is a bad matchup,
Mhm. Mhm.
But like I feel like I'm doing better at picking fights that should end the right way, and instead of like watching Holly Holm and Ketlin Vieira, you want Holly Holm to win, or maybe you want Ketlin Vieira to win. You're picking with your heart there. Sometimes it's hard. I'm sure you guys had that problem with the Bears, right?
Oh yeah. Well, it's taken a while to actually stop picking with the heart and realize like this is a team that you watch every week and you can make money on them. So you might as well start betting like you're it's just another game. It's like Dallas versus Green Bay, whatever. No big deal. It's just another game, and start betting them like that. But yeah, I mean, at the same time, as much as you've been dominating and whatnot, you are picking winners. I mean, it's just winners all day. Like I said, 4 losses in like 4 weeks. It's phenomenal. I mean, tip my cap to you, my friend.
It takes a lot to like just break down the fights, and then just because sometimes you have to kind of like I will watch them in previous fights, then I listen to other podcasts too of people that do predictions too, and I'm just like, you start to think, you're like, well, maybe they've got a point here, maybe they got a point there.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's a whole thing. It's like
Right.
like you're
Put it all
doing
together.
you're putting it all together,
Right,
and
right. Yeah, I can. Sorry to cut you off there. Two
No,
things.
you're fine.
What I've also noticed about the cards you're doing is there, because at first I felt like there were some big favorites, and that's just not my game. But as the cards went on, and I started noticing that you were getting more into the card, like you were like, yo, it's gonna end this way. And these were like plus 115s, plus 120s, and then you even had a lot of dogs in the card that were winning. I'm like, okay, now I gotta like get on there and start placing these bets. The guy's hot. So you're doing really well at UFC. It's unbelievable. I mean,
Yeah,
it's great.
I think.
Speaking of CRISPR, and we sent the text out earlier this week. Where's some red, white, and blue Memorial Day show? Beast, I knew you were going to wear something Cubs. I didn't even. I honestly forgot. Did not plan to wear red. Chris, though, I mean, what a shirt.
I don't even have.
You said you were going to forget.
Yeah, well, I guess I remembered.
Jeez.
No,
Wow.
hey, man, I'm just listening to the boss. Put to the boss, man.
That's right.
I mean,
Memorial Day, mother.
You give me a second, I can go find my American flag bandana.
Go get it. You might as well put it on. I mean, at this point, because we're going right into Warriors talk here in a minute. Warriors, Mavericks.
Warriors. You don't want to hear me talk about the Heat, do you?
No, we're going to talk about it because I can't stand that series. I can't stand it. I'm out of it. And I'll tell you what, these NBA championship hats are sick so far. These NBA's final hats 2022. I don't know if you've seen them. They remind me of the Bulls. I'm telling you, there's something with this in the script. Look at the hat, 2022. Go back and pull up the picture. Same fucking thing.
It's the same one?
Almost with the stripe. It looks like it. And it's red, white, and blue. Memorial Day weekend. They know what's going on. Script written. It's all over the place. 4-1, Golden State. 4-1, 6 finals appearance in 8 seasons. Yep. 6 in 8 seasons. I mean, come on.
Yes.
Now let's talk about this from a literal sense. We'll start with me. No script, no gematria, no bullshit. Listen, the Warriors did what and I say we, Rick and I were talking about way back, that they're still the Warriors. They could do something. Klay Thompson, 32 points, 8 for 16. I didn't see the rest of the numbers.
I can't. How's it? No, none of the hats on Twitter. Oh, there we go.
Turn on the TV right now.
Yeah, you're right. That does got a 96. Yeah.
And then I said, okay, 2022. Is there something there? Am I reaching? Probably.
Dude, I can't stand these fucking comparisons. Okay, all right.
What is it? Memorial Day.
The Warriors 6 times in 8 years. I don't give a fuck.
Bulls 6 titles in 8 years. I'm telling you, 92. They're doing it right now.
And guess what? They never missed the playoffs from 91 to 99 in those 8 years. So I saw something earlier today that said that the Golden State Warriors are the best teams of the 2010s. So from 2010 to 2020. And then, then they added on to these years as well. But then they're calling them the best team during that decade, and if not the best team, they're matching them to the Chicago Bulls as the best team ever. And it's like, okay, let's take a step back and let's look. 91, like from 1990 or 91, they won 3 championships in a row, and then Mike left, and then they went to the playoffs twice, and then Mike came back and they won 3 more in a row. 3 more in a row. It's 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3 in a row. That means they never lost for 3 years. And then that decade ends, and then the Bulls. Okay, so the Bulls dominate that league. The Golden State Warriors, or that decade, the Golden State Warriors won in like I don't know. They won 1, and I think they didn't win, and then I think they won twice, and then they didn't win, and they didn't even make the playoffs. And now here they are back in the playoffs in the Western Conference, or I mean the NBA Finals again. But they didn't win. They never won. They won 2 in a row. That's it. They never won 3 in a row, and then they never. They didn't even make the playoffs for 2 years in a row. And the Bulls, without Michael Jordan, still made the playoffs. They made the Eastern Conference Finals one of those years. And they lost in the semis one of those years. So they lost. So whatever. It's this argument is fucking stupid. Like, we're trying to make these fuckers relevant. Like, they're just old. They're on the way out. Good for them. Like, they're still playing well. But I don't know. I hate this team. That's why I'm talking so negatively about them.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just that they're. Listen,
they're not the Bulls. They're not as good as the Bulls. I don't care if they broke the record. Good for you. You won the championship that year. Good for you. You never won 3 in a row. You never did that twice. So you never just stop talking about being as good as the Bulls. You never will be.
I will say this from a sense of everybody kind of wrote the Warriors off. Kevin Durant gone. Everybody wrote them off. The 3 there are still there and are back. And that's the story the NBA wants. And that the hardest thing the NBA is going to have to figure out here, because I'm convinced the script changes, always does, is I don't know if they...
This is Golden State all the way.
I don't know if they want Celtics in there, but when you look at the numbers... The Celtics, Golden State is dominated both matchups, and
I think.
Sorry,
aren't Jimmy's hurt and Tyler Hero's hurt, so it's like they're
Boston's the only team that has a chance to beat them, and I don't think they will. Boston doesn't have enough. Golden State they have two of the best players in Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
What's the offensive rank of the Golden State this year? Because I mean, Boston's the defensive team, right? So you want to see offense versus defense, right? That's the narrative.
Golden State was sitting around at 8th defensive efficiency. So from an offensive standpoint, I don't know what those numbers were. I know defense though.
So you're saying Golden State can still play defense?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think they score. I think they're so deadly at scoring. You heard Jason Kidd say it in the last series. They can't guard Dallas one-on-one, so they had to go zone, and they just stayed zone the whole way. Now Dallas never broke it, and Dallas is a make or break team, right? Slowest team in the league. Reggie Miller even said it tonight. They asked Reggie tonight if you were playing with Luka, would you like it? And he said
shooter.
And he was like, no, not really, because they don't play fast enough. For me to play with these guys, they got to pick up the pace. They're just playing too slow. He's a great ball handler. They're just playing too slow. So,
they're also fucking tired too. It's just,
I mean, listen, I want to go back to Golden State just a little bit here and just say, no gematria, they're a good team. I still firmly believe, and I think this is what did it here, wasn't necessarily the Steve Kerr factor or this big, lighting incense Phil Jackson bullshit. They have better players, they have better shooters, and when it came down to it, Dallas could not keep up night in and night out with the 3-pointer and the shooting. That's it. And Luka can do it his own, and he knows that. And
no, he needs help.
So
maybe hopefully they sign Zach LaVine.
But people, I just
want him out of there, don't you?
I do personally.
The
Warriors. As much as I fucking hate them, they are a well-run machine, whatever you want to call it. They're a well-run team, and they They know when to turn it on, and they can't turn it on. I'm just so fucking sick and tired of seeing it. Like it just doesn't make it doesn't make sense to me sometimes how they're so off all the time, and like we have said before, like even Knotz did too, like 50-point loss in the playoffs. Like you don't what the fuck
Different
is that?
game.
Like it's just so weird. It's
Different NBA.
I don't know if I hate I don't know if I hate this team or if I hate the NBA.
I think it's a little bit of everything. I mean, I think it's you also look at the
I got to get used to the way it's changing. Like we're getting old now. We're near 40, so we're like the old guys now, and it's like
But
this got to get used to it.
This is a team that we should be rooting for, right? You even said it the other day. I'm rooting for Tiger now, and the reality is we should be rooting for the Warriors based on Steph, Clay, and Draymond, and I mean they're fucking our age, and we were watching them. So fuck Luka. Luka's 25. He's a fucking bitch.
You think that?
Well, that
bro,
dunk,
you are talking to
sorry,
Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Steve Kerr. I mean, dude, these
Clay's
guys
the only
have won
one
fucking titles. We talked about it last week with Knotz. They're delusional.
I know.
You saw it. You knew it was happening. I think like 2 games in, you were like, let's see what they do against the Suns or whatever. Now,
I said game 2 was pivotal. I think the last time we talked, I think I said game 2 was pivotal.
But how about that though?
They didn't win it. They got blown out.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's like that game right there was like, all right, this is all Golden State. Golden State's going to the finals, and Golden State's likely going to win. And to me now they're going to win because Jason Tatum and his fucking bullshit shoulders thing, and they're half-ass beating the Heat. The Heat are depleted. The Heat have nothing. The Heat are not going to beat the fucking Golden State Warriors. So it's on Boston. It's like, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't like Jaylen Brown's a good player. But I don't like Jaylen Brown. I don't think is trustworthy. I think he's like Zach LaVine. They're spectacular, but you can't trust them to do what you need them to do at the end of a game in a playoff game. Like I don't know.
Warriors are an anomaly, bro. They out-rebound every team every night. They out-rebound every team every night, bro. How the fuck are you gonna win a game when you get out-rebounded every night and you got shooters like that? You ain't gonna win.
I mean, do you
they don't
think
care about
that's sorry, Beast again. That's laziness. I think this fucking NBA is fucking lazy.
Yeah, and the Warriors ain't lazy, so you should like the Warriors. Go ahead, Beast.
Do you think the Warriors' defensive numbers are skewed though? You said they get up by so many points that teams have to shoot the 3 to make it up, and the 3 ball. That's you're shooting at if you're shooting a 40% clip, you're doing good for 3 points, but. When you're up so far ahead, and is your defense really that good, or are other teams struggling to try to make it up and not making the basket, and then you're rebounding it? I mean,
I think Dallas struggled with that, and they just shot the hell out of the 3-pointer, and they didn't give a shit. Yeah. So I think other teams probably adapted. Listen, Dallas was down fucking 10 points tonight for 4 minutes. In the fourth, they couldn't close shit. They couldn't get close. They were shooting threes. Why weren't they trying to drive to the lane and draw a foul?
Because I don't understand. They
could have got it within 4.
I don't understand it. I don't understand if these players just blatantly don't remember what coaches are telling them. Because if you're a coach in the NBA, I mean, how
I think he's telling him
you put the tallest guy down low
shoot it
because it's the easiest fucking thing. It's the easiest, best percentage to make a basket is down low,
right.
And it's like everybody just keeps shooting the threes. Look, it's a high percentage shot. Like they either just don't listen to their fucking coaches and do whatever the fuck they want, which makes them assholes, or their coaches are like that's what they're telling them to do.
I think they're doing whatever they want.
Like the Warriors changed the fucking game.
Yeah. I mean, these other teams are playing their game, but listen, let's not forget about
Warriors
the outlier
have been doing
here.
this for fucking 12 years.
Listen, Andrew Wiggins playing out of his mind, aggressive. This guy is an animal. I mean, dude, didn't
they get him for like peanuts, basically?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like they didn't get he's a first overall pick, right?
I believe so. I do believe so.
And he was.
I don't know.
I'm almost positive about that.
You got Google there, Beast?
I'm gonna do it. Let me check real quick.
Hell
I
yeah,
thought
Rick would love you, Brian. Hey, Brian, hey, look up that. Yeah. Tom Brady Super Bowls.
Hey, I missed that son of a bitch. So
Rick? Yeah, I know.
where is he? Where is? Tell him he tagged me in a fucking TikTok the other day. He was selected by the Cavaliers.
Told you.
Oh, it was the Cavs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they traded him
Then
very
he
quickly.
got traded to the Timberwolves, which is what I thought, and I was like,
Timberwolves.
okay.
I missed that. I thought.
Yeah,
It was,
so he was selected by Cavaliers, traded to Minnesota.
who did Toronto select? Well, I know they had that Anthony kid, but didn't they select two guys that were
I don't know.
gone, that were busts? I thought Wiggins was one of them because he was kind of a bust in the beginning. I mean, look at all those times he got fucking traded.
Wiggins.
I thought it was Toronto for some reason.
Wiggins was traded from on draft night to Timberwolves, is what it says, and then he played from the Timberwolves until he played on Golden State.
He was never on Toronto.
No, he was never on.
Why did I think he was?
That's
in
what
Toronto?
that's what Wikipedia says. He's only been on 2 teams. I mean, I just think he was.
He was not on.
Oh man, my bad.
Toronto.
Just
So
never
then
lived up to potential. Lived up to potential. He never lived up to his potential.
Anything? You guys think there's anything with Golden State and the Chase Center? Any politics there? Chase Bank, Chase Center, Spotlight? No,
I'm not sure. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Enlighten us.
Are any of the other possible finals places? So the Celtics is still TD Garden, right?
Yeah.
And you got Chase Bank at Golden State. Chase, obviously, who is that? TD Ameritrade?
Not sure.
We gotta look that up. We don't have to do it right now. Don't do it, Beast. I don't want you.
I wasn't. I'm just over here chilling, bro.
My point is
it's a TD Garden.
I don't know. Warriors win the title.
Yeah,
when I picked the Heat on my futures bet, I was like, it's a deep team. You know, you got Oladipo playing guard.
Yeah.
You know, you got Tyler Hero coming off the bench. You got
off his bitch.
He's 6th man of the year, bro.
He's a fucking star, man.
Goatee.
Wait, am I
goatee the other day?
Oh, does he have a goatee? Is he the guy who always joins Bam in the press conference?
Jimmy, I think, isn't he? He always joins Jimmy.
Although there's a white guy though that joins him too.
It might be him. Probably is him.
Yeah.
But you know, like I thought they were so deep. You know, Bam's a great. You know, he's a great big guy. You know, Oladipo. You know, Jimmy Buckets, Tyler Hero. You know, just I thought it was a solid group of people. Then, you know, Buckets went down and Tyler Hero's been down. It's like, you know, they should have the firepower to compete with Boston. But y'all say they're fucking whack. So, yeah,
no, I think they're good.
I probably should have, you know, been
the Heat. Some of the Heat.
Yeah, the Heat. Yeah, that's why I thought they were so deep. I was like,
Heat are a good team.
They should be able to beat them, but they're and then Boston struggled with fucking Milwaukee without Middleton. I'm like, shit, they've got, you know, Miami's got everybody. They're, you know, Jimmy was a little bit hurt, but I was like, fuck, Tyler Hero can pick it up on the second team, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But they just
that's why this is a Golden State championship.
Sorry, hold on. Finish, Beast.
Oh no, that's all I was saying. Like, I thought they should have the power to beat Boston. I thought it was like 4-2. That sounds good, but you know, it is what it is. You know, that's why.
Well, it's certainly not. It's certainly not over. It's certainly not over. And I mean, there's opportunity there, but yeah, I think Boston wins that. What do you got?
As far as the Boston Miami series, I think it's all Boston from here. I don't think Miami has what it takes to come back. I mean, they gave up last night. They just straight up gave up. It's like you know, I don't see that kind of team.
What a terrible game, huh?
Yeah, how do you fit it? How do you win the first half and then just come out and score like 30 points in the second half? I mean,
I really hate when people say that, the one team or the other was the right side, right? Because clearly it wasn't. You lost a bet. So,
Right.
but I think the Heat were the right side last night.
Well, they came out like they were going to win the game, and then
It was just a fucking terrible game. I literally was like, "Can we just turn this off?" Like, the defense was like too good. I fell into public I want points.
Obviously, Golden State won.
Mm-hmm.
So now who's gonna stop them?
Nobody.
I mean, does Boston have the offense to keep
Boston,
up? Al Horford looks tired as fuck.
He looks tired. Boston, here's the problem that teams facing the Warriors are going to face. How do you stop a flare screen from Draymond Green, who's better than anybody that I know right now who can pull those off, and then have a guy like Klay Thompson who is always mobile? Like the defenders cannot stand there. And most NBA players are lazy, like Chris said, so they want to. And Klay comes off a flare screen, and the minute he catches it, he's already in target. So he catches it, and he's floating away. And
he's the only one I respect on that team.
So, but if you get Klay on fire and then you dish it out to Draymond and he's feeling good, and then you got Poole, and then you got Wiggins who's a beast, and then it doesn't stop.
I fucking hate Poole.
And they're going to have a bad game, but let me tell you something. I'm surprised at how many people, again, came in and were like, oh, Dallas. And I'm like, hold up now. Now, would they have struggled against the Suns? I don't know. But the Warriors are showing you Steve Kerr's outsmarting the league here a little bit, I think. And he's just looking at these teams. He's like, okay, we're gonna win. We got great shooters ever. Okay, sorry, I'm done.
Oh, you're good. I love hearing the.
They got the greatest shooters in the fucking league ever. It's so crazy to me. I just can't. You know what? The one player that surprises me and how this whole thing works is Draymond Green. He reminds me of Rodman in so many ways, except he doesn't. Obviously, Rodman never shot the three. Maybe shot 2 threes in his whole career. He's just fucking kind of, and he's calmed down a little bit. He's really calmed down and kind of found his way here. And I think that's why they just won 4-1. I think if he was still loony, no pun intended, a guy who looks gassed on the Warriors, man, Draymond, something happened. And that's Steve Kerr. Ireland. We go back to last week's show. Managing God.
Personalities?
Yeah.
Managing whatever it was,
Superstars.
So it comes down to both big men are tired, both interiors are tired.
Yeah,
gassed.
Shooting
so it comes down to Steph and Klay and Tatum and Brown. Tatum, I don't know what the fuck that was with Tatum. Bad shoulder, faked an injury. I don't know what the fuck that was. It was something weird. Remember when it was like game 4 or something? He just fell over and laid on the ground, and they had to stop the whole fucking game. And then he came back 2 minutes later.
Yeah, it was
he made all these movements with his fucking shoulder that you were like, well, you were on the ground for this movement, but why can you do this? What the fuck?
He's like, I need a break, man.
So now we're dealing with now we got Jaylen Brown. I mean, we as people who don't like Golden State,
you're on the team.
We got I'm on the fuck the Warriors team. so now we got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who I don't know. There's a couple games, or maybe I forgot what game it was. I don't know. Jaylen Brown, he decided that he was the one who was going to score possession after possession. It was 4 or 5, maybe 6 possessions in a row. Where he just kept trying to score.
Yesterday?
No, it was either the last game or the one before that.
All right.
And he just couldn't get it fucking done. And he doesn't get it done, in my opinion, the games I've seen. He doesn't get it done late in the game anymore for them. He's like Zach LaVine, who just fucking scores quarters 1 through 3 and forgets how to fucking play in the fourth quarter. It's I can't, this is a Golden State Warriors championship. I can't rely on Boston to beat them. I can't.
The only thing would be drowning defense and some man-to-man play because they got the guys. DeMarcus Smart, I mean, he can travel with a lot of guys. So can Tatum. They're quick. They've got that little white dude. I forget his name. He can hit the three when he's hot. It'd be a hell of a series. And
if Boston can win 2 games
yeah,
before Game 6,
if it goes farther than that, you're giving Curry and Clay, these guys, a rest. I'm more intrigued on Game 1 first quarter, who we taking, and it's going to come to how much rest the Warriors get. I mean,
yeah, I first quarter, Game 1 of the NBA Finals first quarter. I would 100% play Golden State. I don't care what it is.
I mean,
What,
they're gonna just
three and
shoot
a half,
fucking.
4?
They're gonna shoot 33s in the first quarter.
Yeah,
and that place will be right. They're in San Francisco, correct? For the
well,
game?
I don't know
Or
if Miami. If it's Miami, wouldn't Miami be at home?
Yeah, they're a 1 seed.
Well, it's not gonna be Miami.
What about Boston?
They're a 2 seed, I'm pretty sure.
And Golden State was not a 1 or 2, right? Or
I can't remember.
Oh wait,
It might have been a 2. I don't know who's gonna. I don't know where Game 1 is.
I'm looking it up. Hold on. Man, dude, real quick.
It's just hard to.
I'm
sorry. It's hard to. I'm gonna stay on topic. It's hard to
Good call.
believe that anybody can beat Gold. The only way I can see Golden State losing is with a lockdown defense. Like, I mean, Clay, like these guys, like Dallas to me wasn't playing good defense. There was I think last game they played good defense, and the game before that they played good defense, but Golden State still won it. But Boston and Miami will play good defense, and it's going to be Boston likely. But Boston can play the defense. I think they could beat them. But I don't know if like Clay is obviously injury prone. Steph is injury prone with the bad ankles, and Draymond Green's old as fuck. Like if you could at least stop them, I don't know if the rest of them can beat you. Whereas Boston, I think, has a few guys, I would say more than 5 guys every night that can light the scoreboard up at any given moment.
And they got size down low. They got size.
They got some size down low. I mean, what's that white guy? He played on the Bulls for a little bit. Came from Boston, played for the Bulls, went back to Boston. I think he went back to a different team and then went to Boston. Now he's on Boston with Tybal. What was that white guy's name?
Matisse Tybal?
Yeah, that guy. He's a fucking he'll just play defense all day and just bang you all day. Like he don't give a fuck about offense. He'll make it tough on him.
The guy with the dreadlocks, what's his name?
Oh, Pat Williams. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like they got some guys. They got more than 5 guys. Whereas the Warriors, I don't know. I don't know. But that's the only way. If Steph and Clay, and then Poole that in a little bit, if they start hitting shots and they just keep hitting shots, if they just continue on this high from the Dallas series, then they look hot as fuck. I don't see anybody beating them. But that's the only way I can see them losing is by defense and the others from Boston winning all these fucking games. I don't know. It might go 6 or 7. I don't think it's going to be a 4-1.
No, probably not. Beast, any thoughts here before I wrap up Mavericks Warriors here?
No, I'm not watching the Mavs Warrior. I'm just I'm on
not
that.
an NBA guy.
I'm on the Heat. I'm on the Heat
that's
Boston because I've got the Heat future on there. So like, I just don't know. Like I listened to a lot of what you guys were saying last week about how the league is so 3-point driven that it's hard to like. Yeah, it's the games are either 120 to like 90 or like both teams are hitting and it's like 110 115 or something like that. It's
Yeah.
I've like I said, I've been watching a lot of just the maintaining, like my focus is on the Heat in Boston right now is because I have Heat and it's not looking good right now. It is what it is. Sometimes you make bets with, partly your heart and partly your brain, and sometimes it just doesn't work, But
No, it doesn't. And it didn't work tonight for Dallas. It was a tale of two games. When you look at the first half, Warriors won the first quarter 28-23. They murdered the second quarter 41-29. Third quarter 41 again, 41-29. Third quarter 25-32 Dallas, and then fourth quarter 26-26. So Dallas won the second half. But, like you said, they were up big. They just kept shooting. They just could not stop it. They got it within 10. They couldn't get any closer. Something else to comment on here. Klay Thompson, coming back from the injury. Very emotional after the game. This is a big deal. I'm telling you, these guys are a lot tighter than we think. And I think that goes farther than, some fucking European guy and a couple guys who can shoot threes occasionally. Yeah, go have a beer, which that was fake. You know what I mean, though? It's like, let's go Warriors. But this shit's getting weird. It's getting weird.
I got an NBA question. Are we done talking over the finals?
We're done.
Okay.
We're done.
So, yay or nay, does LeBron win another title?
I'll let Chris answer that first.
I'm gonna say nay. I'm gonna say nay. I don't think he has I never thought he was a clutch. I shouldn't say clutch. I don't know. He's so hard to fucking talk shit against. He's so good.
Yeah.
LeBron.
But I never thought he was the guy who you can rely on at the end of the game to win it. And I don't see that happening later on in his career. No, I think he's gonna need a better. I think he's gonna need a better cast than he has right now.
I don't think he'll be a Laker for much longer.
No, yeah. So I mean,
I don't know.
He's definitely winning another title, hands down. Number one. Number two, the question is, when Chris says future, what does that future look? I mean, are we talking another 10 years? I mean, these guys' longevity. Look at Brady.
I don't know.
All this bullshit.
He's our age, right?
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah. He's. I'm like. I think I'm.
He's up there. He's 37, 36.
I'm gonna be 38. He's like. Yeah. He came out when he was when I was in high school.
Yeah, he's our age.
He's at least he's at least my age or a year younger than me. No more than that.
He's going to go somewhere, and he's going to win a title. He may go to Brooklyn.
You think he wins one with his son?
We've talked about that. Rick thinks so in Cleveland. I mean, I don't know. Is that? But they don't have the pick, do they? Or is he? He's not in yet, is he?
No, he's not. I don't think
2 years.
Is his son really going to make the league because he's LeBron's son?
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Not because he's good. He's not even the best kid on his team right now.
Doesn't he go to school with?
You can always get better, of course.
Oh, what's his name? Yeah. Doesn't he go with Dwayne Wade's son? Don't they go to?
No, I don't. He played. Their team played Glen Ellen, Glenbard West. There's some. I forgot where they might have played them at the UC or the Allstate, somewhere in Chicago. They played them, and they ended up beating them. But it wasn't like I remember, all the hype the week leading up and looking into it, and he's not even the best kid on his team. It's somebody else, and he might be the second best kid on his team, probably the third best kid on his team. It's not like his dad, that's for sure, which fucking sucks. I mean, all of Michael Jordan's kids can attest to that.
Hey, no, Jimmy Butler's a good player.
I don't know.
I don't know. I heard that a long time ago. I heard that a few years ago, and I was like, I don't know, maybe. And then Jimmy started, kind of being a dick. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's Jordan's son, but I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I just want to know if Jimmy Butler has a crippling addiction to gambling.
You think so? Why?
I want to know.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened. You know, word on the street, conspiracy theorist style. That's the word. That's what happened to Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Gambling got him in trouble. But
I'm not hearing any of it. We're just
I think
this is just discussion.
He's
Just get together.
like, damn, bro, I would have been sleeping 2 hours ago. You should have told my ass.
No, dog. I'm a late sleeper. That's why I never like send you anything past like 10 because I never get anything a response from 10 after 10.
Yeah, no, I put it down. I'm either jerking off or I'm in bed. But I go to bed late. I just turn everything off. I don't look at my phone.
Yeah. I go to bed like 1 to 2. It's like because
I'm a midnight guy. I'm a midnight.
If I my watch, it tracks my sleep, and like if I sleep like at 10 o'clock at night or something, I have a terrible sleep score. But like if I go sleep like 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning, boom, 60s, 70s, good sleep. Short sleep, but good.
Do you ever think it's fucking with you and it's wrong because it's a watch like that and it says they want you to feel that getting less sleep is better?
Well, I've had.
Or do you feel like shit when you get?
Well, why do you need a watch to tell you how good you're fucking sleeping? I mean,
it's a feature, bro. It's a feature on the watch. I just am like, oh hey, that's what my sleep score
you're
was.
listening to it.
What's your sleep score tonight or yesterday?
Last night.
Out of what? 100?
It tracks when you're in when you're
REM.
Oh,
REM,
really?
deep sleep, light sleep.
Okay, I see.
Probably your heart rate.
Okay.
Yep, it does my heart rate too. I just got the watch because I thought it was a cool ass thing. I had a sleep score of 63 last night.
Wow. Okay.
Out of 100.
Out of 100, yeah. They said anywhere from 55 to 70 is like normal.
What if normal is actually not right?
Oh, yeah, you could be right. I'm not
Like, what if right should be like 75 to 95?
Yeah, 100% it should be probably.
When they're like, oh, it's normal because everybody else is around fucking 55 to 75.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we're all fucking looking at screens all the time.
But like those people though, those people, I envision the people on the CTA when I was working downtown. They got the tennis shoes on, they're really fit, they're eating oatmeal.
Yeah.
And it never added up to me. I was like, I always found the guy who slept less, drank more, smoked more, ended up with a better fucking life and
blew more.
Yeah, and just live. I lived longer. I mean,
oh yeah,
have the burger,
dude. When I was on,
have the cake.
When I was on keto last year,
terrible diet.
You could do it for a while, but like I would crave so many things that I liked, like bread and like all that shit. I would crave it all the time. 230, 225 is like I weigh 255 normally. Like 225 to 230, I looked skinnier, but I was like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I just need to find something better to like control my portions and shit, because that would be how I'm gonna lose weight, because I'm not gonna lose it by fucking cutting out carbs.
The secret, and I firmly believe this. I'm no doctor, as you guys know. Well, Chris already knows where I'm going with this. I'm a firm believer that we don't need 3 meals a day. I don't even think you need 1 meal. I mean, you need 1 meal a day. You need 1 meal a day. But I'm telling you, everybody's eating too much. The whole thing's all fucked up. Because you ever notice? We used to work in the corporate world. Everybody, a long period of time, all these vendors would bring in shit food. Barbecue.
It's always shit food.
But at lunch, barbecue. They bring, but it would be top tier. It'd be like in the area, smoke. They bring in Lou Malnati's. And eventually we were all like, yo, like, I just can't eat this at noon because, like, bro, I'm going to be in bed in like an hour. I got to make call. I got the afternoon. Like, I need call. Man, it's just like the amount of food that we put in our bodies all the time, depending on what you're doing, right? If you're working, all is different. I'm just saying, let your body focus on your body and not digesting food all day long. And I'm not even saying it has to be shit food. So going back to what you were saying about keto, I did keto for a long time. And what I found out now is I can eat like on the weekends. I'll have French fries, and I'll have a burger, or it doesn't even fucking matter. And you lose weight, or you just feel better too, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. But if I eat cake and candy one night, bro, oh, I'm fucked, and I know it. I'm shitting 3-4 times before noon.
If you eat Pizza Hut as well.
Oh, and I'm done with that. Never ever again. Only if people pay me. And you tell Pizza Hut that. They pay me, I'll eat it. You tell them.
Watch them become the sponsor of the show. You're like, I love Pizza Hut.
Well, you know what? I grew up eating so much damn Pizza Hut. I'm convinced of this too. The food's changed dramatically. I mean, even
dramatically. What do you mean?
I'm convinced that eating Pizza Hut in the '90s was healthier than eating it today. Is what I'm saying. Just because you need cheaper products. Because we used to get the sausage and pork. Thin crust. That was our go-to. We'd go to Pizza Hut, book it, buffet, and we wouldn't be fucked up from it. Like it was nothing. And now, I mean, I'm older, but like even my parents, like they're like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I still like the stuffed crust pepperoni. That was pretty good. Haven't had that in years.
Oh.
Anyhow, the whole point of the story is everybody knows their body and what you got to do. And I got so sick of food. Like I don't even eat chicken thighs anymore because I'm disgusted with cutting. I can clean them and I cut them up for the family, but I don't eat them. I want nothing to do with them. They're fucking disgusting to me.
That's like my favorite part.
So good though, the way I cook the thighs boneless, and I used to do the bone. I do a great bone-in thigh, phenomenal thigh, but something about it, I get this gagging. And I don't watch like inhumane videos or nothing. It's just like
Is it the texture?
I don't know what it is. I've just changed over the years. My palate has completely changed, and I've just been for 35 years. I've been eating the same fucking thing. Beast, I'm done eating. I don't need to eat anymore. Like if I'm hungry, I eat. Oh, I got some roast beef in there. Boom, pack up a roast beef, a little Munster cheese. I don't fucking care what's in it. Preserves. Hey, grab a couple crackers. Boom. Oh, I'll be drinking tonight. All right, yeah, a piece of bread. Have a cigar. I got to make sure I eat more. You know what I mean, though? Like I don't. It's so. I don't know. But anyways, I like watching the Sox because I can't believe what's going on
there. They're not nearly as good as people thought they. Excuse me. People thought they'd be.
They're
really
not good.
Don't. They're not good.
They really don't have anything in the lineup in the back end, and the front's not producing as much.
They're not good. They're not good.
And it
must have.
But
the back end with the players that you thought that weren't going to be any good. Personally, I didn't think it were going to be any good. They're the actual ones holding this team together. Robert, Abreu, Moncada, fucking Jimenez. They're not holding up their end of the bargain. It's Jay Cutta has been throwing out some fucking stats, and the White Sox. Okay, they're 500, which is fucking crazy, but
it's a long season.
It's a long season. I mean, they can put it together. Lance Lynn's coming back. Jimenez is coming back. I mean, maybe these players turn it around. If they do turn it around, maybe they do end up winning 2/3 of their games. I don't know, but this team is not as good as people thought they'd be. And all I'm doing is calling it how I'm seeing it. This fucking team isn't doing shit.
They'll be fine. They're gonna win fucking 17 out of 20 coming up here July.
I don't know, dude. They got a hard schedule, dude.
I'll tell you what.
White Sox fucking schedule, and because the Twins are good, the White Sox schedule is fucking hard. I mean, it's fucking hard.
White Sox.
Every goddamn series is every. I agree with that. Every series is fucking hard. Every fucking single series.
Well, it should be. I mean, listen, baseball's so long. I can't even make a prediction right now. I
don't watch every game. I can't.
I watch as much. I try to watch every game.
Like, I do keep track of them on ESPN Score Center. Like, I do usually catch most games.
Cubs got rocked tonight.
They got murdered.
That comes with baseball, though.
Yeah. I don't know the sport. I don't know it. I really don't.
But look
I
at
think I do. I know it. I don't know. Maybe I think I'm settling myself a little short. I just don't. You guys have played it. You guys, Beast. I don't know if you played.
I
it.
didn't play. No,
I didn't play it, but it's there's a lot of stuff there that's tough. It's like the pitching matches, the people, it's so weird. I don't like it.
let me show you. Let me tell you fucking June for the White Sox. Okay, well, I'll start with we got the Cubs this weekend, and then we go.
That's fun. We should go to a game.
Sure, that's gonna be good because we just beat the Cubs, so it's gonna be the Cubs are gonna try to beat us, so it'll be good. But May 31st at Toronto, so that starts June at Toronto, then at Tampa Bay, then home versus the Dodgers, home versus the Rangers, who are really good, at Detroit, who sucks but getting better, at Houston, who's good, versus Toronto, versus Baltimore, and then at Anaheim. I mean, that's fucking hard, dude. Those are the let's see,
East to West,
2, 3,
oh, they're at home,
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Toronto twice. We're facing 6 teams, Toronto twice, that are going to be in the playoffs the entire month of June. Like that's a tough fucking schedule.
Yeah, very.
And then July is more. So we start off July with Giants, and then it's our division until All-Star break. So so after Anaheim, June 29th, we go July 1st at San Francisco. Like that's fucking hard. I mean, this is gonna be this is. June is a huge month for the White Sox, and I don't have any confidence.
San Francisco has a new catcher. He's young. He's good. They're excited.
Which is crazy because they had Buster Posey.
Right.
For fucking how long?
It's like Favre. Rogers, who's next?
dude.
Yeah.
I gotta work tomorrow.
All right, see you, Beast. Bye-bye.
All right, boys.
See you guys. I'm out.
None of this is arable.
No,
the last hour was
No,
the
the beginning. Are you sure?
Yeah, it was NBA. It was all the NBA stuff. I'll find an hour. Don't worry.
There's at least 2.5 hours of footage. So we'll find something.
Yeah, we got a lot. We'll get
it's gonna be cut-ins of like here and there.
We'll make it good. We always do. We'll see. All right, man. See ya.
All right, boys.
Yep.